Good morning, everyone. I hope we're all well. I'm just going to give a couple of minutes for any stragglers. Then I will come back, kick off the Rainbow Office webinar. So there'll be some silence for a couple of minutes and then we'll kick off. Thank you. So good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Rainbow Office webinar. We are here. Sorry about that. Just there's myself, Michael Lloyd. I'm the Nuvola CEO. We've got Piera, and she's the Partner Success Manager. Jasper and John. We've got Katrina, we've got Nick Milnes and Lucy Milne in the background as well, from Alcatel and Nuvola respectively. So the webinar is going to be apologise. So, agenda today, I'm just going to do a quick intro. Talking about the strategic partnership between RingCentral and Alcatel-Lucent. Jasper is going to talk about why Rainbow Office is the way forward. And then we're going to finish off with John Stenhouse, who's going to go through a demo, look at the interface, how the mobility side of things, and the Teams integration. And then use the portal, ping us a question, and at the end, if you've got any questions, we'll hopefully give you an answer. So just going through a little bit about Nuvola, who we are, and the portfolio we have. In terms of how we work as a distributor, it's all about the technology and the services. We have an intelligent networking silo, which is about the what if scenario, making sure your data network is good to carry voice, ensure the quality, the aggregation, and even the DR side of things. So a number of products that fit into there, ranging from FWWAN to gateways. Certainly at the moment, the ISGN SIP gateways, ABX, but they want to embrace SIP. That's where the gateways are obviously quite key. And certainly with the switch off in 2025, that's why cloud is very important moving forward. On the unified comms side of things, Alcatel is our biggest part of this side of the business. Alongside Alcatel, who've got the portfolio voice, data, and Wi-Fi, we've got Sangoma, Spectralink, who offer DECT and mobility solutions working with Alcatel and RingCentral. We've got the SIP handsets, headsets, and the cloud side sits. We've got a number of products. We talk to RingCentral specifically, directly, but you can see there's a number of products there. We look at the cloud side of things from a consultancy point of view to ensure that it's the right product for the right fit. As we all know, Teams is very prevalent out there. And again, there's a couple of team-specific products, but obviously, you know, we understand cloud, we understand the right solutions for the customer. So please talk to us in that respect. Meeting room solutions, again, very key at the moment, with people having hybrid meetings, but also getting more and more people back into the office. So again, a lot of these products sit alongside the Rainbow Office solution, but also we are very strong around the services side of things. So services, we offer services around all the products we sell. They might be level 1 up to level 3, or it could be just level 1 with the support of the vendor behind us, but we can offer all the products we sell a certain level of support and maintenance. But today, obviously, we're talking about Rainbow Office, working with Alcatel. We've been working with Alcatel for probably getting on for 10 years now, and we've embraced this product for the last 18 months, and we're helping them push this product forward, and you know, certainly entering the Irish market for the first time. So just some points about UCaaS. Most of us understand UCaaS. We've seen it out there, but just quickly to review what it is. Obviously, the hardware costs out of the way, which includes support as well. But again, you can build support around this product to ensure there is some stickability in that respect. The key thing out of this is the applications. So now, certainly with the Rainbow Office product, there's a lot of applications that are being added and integrated into this solution to ensure, you know, the digital transformation is taken up. Contact center, for example, all these kind of things. Security, and we'll come on to that in a minute, is key. Scale. So again, if people are growing very quickly, but they don't want to make that upfront investment, this is where the UCaaS has always obviously been very, very strong. Demand for UC will remain strong. So you can see, this might surprise a lot of people, but still about a third of the business will be premises business, PABXs, but you can see UCaaS will be at the same level. We've obviously got the Amazon side of things, so AWS with the server virtualization coming up strong, but still hybrid cloud. So people utilizing their premise PABX, but building on the UC onto that is going to be key moving forward. And you know, it's not all about big deals. There's a lot of customers out there who are looking to utilize UC. And as you can see, they're looking at yearly sales of $1.5 billion, which, you know, we'd all like part of that. The motives, which is always quite interesting to me, why people might look at it, security. So when there was a couple of surveys recently, and they said security was the #1 factor. Cost of ownership and productivity, obviously, is very important, but it's interesting to see that security is very, very key. There are other motives. So the UC industry might not have providers that can actually give you the support and grow. Competition is chipping away at revenue from applications like voice and collaboration. So again, more motives. And fewer UC options due to provider partnerships and JVs. We've seen that recently with RingCentral potentially buying 8x8. Again, that could be paper talk, but you can see that there is a lot of companies coming together. So therefore, the motive is there to make sure you back the right product from day one. And then the opportunities it means. So like we just mentioned, billions of dollars addressable market. And certainly that's quite important for our partners to make sure they have a piece of that. And again, the means, you've got the investment that have been made by Alcatel and RingCentral to create this Rainbow Office solution. That investment has been made already, so therefore you can take that and take it to your customers. So I mean, you know, we see that if you're not part of the UCaaS story, you're going to get left behind. And with things like Teams coming up, which is proving how important UCaaS is and how customers are looking at it, which again, RingCentral with Alcatel have got a great story in this product. You want to be there and don't get left behind. And the key thing, certainly for Rainbow Office specifically, it enables us to enter the Irish market with a very credible product such as RingCentral backing it. So it's a great opportunity. That's me done for the minute. I'm just going to hand over to Piera, who's got a couple of slides talking about the relationship.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. Pierre Bouzeau, Partner Success Manager at RingCentral. So nice to meet you. Thanks for having me today. So I've been working closely with the ALE teams during the past months, years to make Rainbow Office a success, to launch it. And today I'm really happy to explain you a bit more about the partnership that made Rainbow Office existing. So between ALE and RingCentral. So it's, of course, two global leaders. On one side, we have ALE that have been leading in network communication, cloud, and of course, digital transformation for more than 100 years now, and which is also the strong brand that we all know, I think. And on the other side, we have RingCentral, a leader in unified communication as a service, leader of the Gartner Magic Quadrant for 7 consecutive years. Together, we represent a base of more than 43 million users of unified communication, and yeah, that's those different strengths that we put together in order to create Rainbow Office. And following that, I'm going to let Jasper tell you more about Rainbow Office and why it's a great choice for your business and your customer.
Thank you very much, Piera and Michael. So should I take over screen share from you?
Yes. All yours. All yours, Jasper.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. Hope that came up clearly and neatly for all of you.
We can see it perfectly, Jasper, and we can hear you.
Excellent. All right. Thank you very much. Glad to have you all here for a wonderful day, or at least wonderful hour, on a great topic, which is called Rainbow Office. So maybe let me start off by saying a little about myself for those who do not know me yet. My name is Jasper. I'm from Belgium, and I've been at ALE for over 4 years now, managing various teams. In the last 2 years specifically, I had a dedicated focus on Rainbow Office. First as a sales leader, but more recently as the head of strategy, go-to-market, and our support and service organization. So that's definitely a mouthful, but I couldn't be more excited about this product, about this partnership, and I hope that you will share my enthusiasm for Rainbow Office after this session, because really it poses a great potential, I feel, for all of us. So with that being said, let's kick off. I got only 3 chapters and very limited time, so I want to talk and start with a little bit of recap on what is Rainbow Office specifically, followed then my deep dive into your benefits and how to get you started in selling this solution. So why Rainbow Office? And that's actually a very simple question, partly answered by Michael already, because our world has changed. If I were to talk to you face to face and ask you if you're impacted by the pandemic 2 years ago, if you suddenly find yourself working from home and not from the office, if you feel that the war in Ukraine, which is terrible, is definitely impacting your business and also your costs, then definitely most of you will say yes to this question. So it's a clear no-brainer for all of us. And we must admit that we are the lucky ones, because we are in an industry that should be capable of managing this transition from working in the office to working at home, as an example. We have the technology, but a lot of our customers still don't. And they found themselves struggling to come up with a solution, making hasty decisions on solutions like Microsoft Teams, Zoom, or others. And now we at ALE feel more than ever it's a time to reflect on those choices and question yourself. Is a solution that I've deployed really supporting my business? Is it future-proof? Does it have the capabilities that my customer and my employees are expecting? And are we set up to really embrace this new normal? So to everybody who has been questioning this or is still making that reflection, don't worry, we've got you covered, because that's why we have Rainbow Office. So what is Rainbow Office? Very easily, it's an all-in-one solution. That means that we are supporting 3 key elements, which are message for your collaboration, chat, messaging needs. You have video for your video conferencing, and perhaps most importantly, voice. Rainbow Office is a solution which is born in the cloud, and the first feature was actually focused on cloud PBX. So with Rainbow Office, we offer everything that you would expect from your normal on-prem PBX, and what's more, it's also including your calling minutes. So it's packaging really all your communication needs into one very powerful solution. Of course, it's cloud-based, so it's ready to sell whenever you are. We have everything ready to support you and really get you going tomorrow already. I do want to stress that Rainbow Office is really an extremely important part of the ALE product range. We are 100% ALE, and this gives us a very unique position as we can offer an end-to-end solution. So we can go from our hardware, our desktop phones, but also our network equipment, moving on to the cloud and fulfilling all the communication needs of our customers. So, value for our customers is a very important question. And I try to summarize it in this slide, really to illustrate how we want to sell to our customers, how we want to approach them. And I do want to mention something which I've recently heard in a training that really sticks to me, is don't sell in PowerPoint, don't sell in Excel, but sell in Excel. I know I'm sharing a PowerPoint slide right now, but I will transition to an Excel later on and give you some input there, because this is really where our customers will see and feel the difference. It is in the impact, the money that they will save by transitioning to a solution like Rainbow Office. So we can segment our customers as being a retailer, being in finance, being somewhere else. We know that they have a need for communication, and we have all of the key elements that make Rainbow Office unique, such as being an all-in-one solution, the 5 nines availability, the local service and support that we can offer. But all of this really needs to be compared to the offering. For a customer, a retailer, every missed call is a loss of money. So we tie our 5 nines availability to this. We want our customers to free up their resources so they can focus on their core development. So we offer local services and support and make it very simple, all-in-one to use tool. And we have one tool, one contract for all of your locations. So this is really how we are selling Rainbow Office in our day-to-day conversations when we are talking to our customers, when we are talking to our partners such as you. So really excited to work together with you and build a compelling message specifically for the customers that you are focused on. And then this slide sums it all up. Rainbow Office is one application on all your devices, integrated into your business applications like Salesforce or even Microsoft. I know that John will talk more deeply on Microsoft specifically later on. We connect it to our ALE hardware across all of your locations, including international sites. Same level of functionalities, where we have one contract, one bill. Coming to the more interesting part, what's in it for you? So I hope that you are a bit convinced about the great solution that is Rainbow Office, so I only need to convince you on the benefits and the value that you will take from it. We talked already about the cloud, the UCaaS part. We can talk more later on about the complementary assets, but I definitely want to focus on the dedicated support that we will offer from ALE. We have a lot of people here on the call. You have the people from Nuvola, of course, but you also have Lucy, who was introduced before, who will join you in your customer meetings and support you into closing business. We have pre-sales available, John, who will present later on as well. We have post-sales people who will support our customers in their transition when they're migrating from an on-prem solution to a cloud solution. And we have everything in between that will help you make this into a success. And that's really something we are invested in at ALE in our day-to-day business, to work together with our partners and not going solo, of course, because together we are best, we are strongest, and we can make this work. So what are those services, those 3 services that we deliver from ALE towards our customers? It's all about free implementation. Customers below 100 users, they will receive a call from our implementation experts, and they will support our customers during the rollout. Level 1 support as well is being covered by ALE, so at any time you could reach out to us and we offer free support to our customers and we help them find a solution for this. For you partners as well, we do have an extensive training program that will enable you not just to get the finer touches on the selling part and the pre-sales part, but also this implementation, this post-sales stuff that we are offering as a default is something you can adopt and that you can offer and add your value towards the end customer. So how are you being paid? This is a very important slide for those who do not know. With Rainbow Office, we have a slightly different go-to-market from our traditional equipment that we offer into what we call an agency or a wholesale broker contract. Sorry. How does that work? Agency, you will be paid for every license that you sell. For every license that you sell, you will get a commission, or a one-off fee, which is split into two halves. On one side, you get a reward. You get a couple of months upon signing the contract, a couple of months of the end customer value is what I'm referring to. And on the second side, you have your recurrence fees, is a commission you receive for the lifetime of your customer onto the platform. Again, this is a percentage of the monthly fee that a customer is paying. Next to this stuff, next to the Rainbow Office commissions, of course, there are additional items that you can upsell or that you can cross-sell to, again, referring to terminals and network equipment, but definitely any other services that you will add to the offering as being the trusted advisor towards your customers. And you will sell this as you're used to in a traditional resale model. If you want to learn more, and here I come to my Excel part that I mentioned before, we do have a template ready for you that we've built also together with Nuvola, where you can fill in the number of users, you can fill in what commission rates that you're receiving, any additional hardware that you're selling, and then this document will spew out a nice calculation for you. Not only showing the end customer price, but also what you're going to make during the lifetime of the customer onto the platform. If it's a 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, or even beyond that contract, you will see exactly how much you're earning for that customer. You don't just need to take my word from this. Again, I welcome you to do the same in a conversation with us, but this is an example from a real life partner from one of their customers. This is for around 230 users, but you can see on the top left, they've selected the premium subscription model for 4 years. Customer would be paid yearly, and in this case, the partner is getting a commission of 12% and 3 months upfront. We do have a discount on the end customer price for 25%, but as you can see, here you see the results, what the partner will earn in a margin over 4 years period. With the blue half being the upfront, your signing bonus that you get in the beginning, and then the orange part being the residual commission that you would earn. So we have done this exercise with several partners for multiple customers, and here you can see then the results. If we do a comparison between selling hardware, continue to sell our OXIs or OXOs as ALE with the phone sets and having all the others attached, such as maintenance service, still we see that with Rainbow Office, the profitability for this customer increased from 17K to around 30K. If we look at a different customer, a larger one, a hospital with around 900 users, also here the profit increased from 75 to 112. And even the smaller customer, which is a production company below 100 users, you see that profit increased from 11 to 13K. And it's safe to say that every time I've done this exercise, Rainbow Office did deliver the more positive results, not just for the end customer, but definitely also for our business partners. So for everyone, it's a chance to maintain our proximity, to help that transitioning from our customer from on-prem business to cloud business, and really stay close to them, delivering value add and additional services. One example I do want to stress here on how quick and easy it can be is a UK customer activity. Activity is part of Broadridge and is really focused on trading and any other solutions connected to this. So they were challenged by needing to have a very simple to use telephony platform, needed to be operational in multiple countries under 3 months after deployment. They needed to have the right analytics, and as they have a high turnover in their company, they definitely were looking for a cloud model to cover for that. So why did we win? We set up a try and buy with very close collaboration towards the end customer, and this was enough for them to be convinced about the solution. In using it, definitely you get to experience it and you become convinced. I will tackle that a bit more later because we also have an opportunity for you to start using the solution and really get the feel and get the hang for it. What else was very important was the implementation that we offered for free, that we're able to build in different languages, because again, this is customers operating internationally. We have the ability to flex down when times are tough, when they need to downscale their resources. But more than this, we can integrate with their business solutions. And we offer a single experience across all their devices. So to summarize on what's in it for you as a business partner, it really is a strong solution that will help you maintain that proximity, that will help you remain a trusted business advisor towards your customer. And you can supplement that, or you can add on to that a number of services, including installation, training, professional services, customizations, integrations, but definitely also our network and our hardware equipment for telephony. 3 minutes to get you started. First step, when we do continue, which I hope we do, is we'll get you trained. We have sales training available online, of course in English and also in other languages. We have a pre-sales training available online as well. And also we now have a post-sales training for those partners who want to go deeper and deliver their added value and do implementation services on top. To get you started, I mentioned, let's get you some licenses. Let's get you using and experiencing the solution as well. So if you sign up right now, you will receive free licenses for Rainbow Office, valid at least until March 17, 2023. Let's talk to Lucy and see if we can extend that to 2024. So these are free Rainbow Office licenses, premium licenses that you can use internally for your own teams, that you can use as proof of concepts or to do customer demos with. And we do a free implementation and admin training, of course, so you get to experience what the end customer would be experiencing when they start adopting the solution. In order to continue, and of course, after you've been trained to start using it, you want to start selling the solution. We do have a very attractive promotion right now running for Microsoft Teams users. We feel, and John will continue on this, that Microsoft Teams, of course, is a solution which is everywhere today. It's a very powerful solution, but it's definitely lacking into telephony capabilities. So we want to combine the best of two worlds. The telephony capabilities of Rainbow Office with the UC part from Microsoft Teams, and together you have a very powerful solution. So in order to stimulate this and to get more customers signed up and experiencing this, we do have a promotion right now where we offer a £4 discount on Rainbow Office list price for small and mid-sized customers, and £6 discount for those customers above 400 users, larger ones. This is a promotion which is valid today and will continue to be valid until June 30th, 2023. So any contract signed until June 30th will profit from this promotion for the lifetime of the customer contract. That even includes new users or new sites who are being added onto that contract as well. And finally, you want to get paid, So on top of the standard conditions that we offer with Rainbow Office, we'll offer you 1 extra month upfront for any ALE customer that is being transitioned to Rainbow Office. So I hope with this, I've given you a good overview, and I'm just under 16 minutes, I think, on the solution and the benefits and why you should really sign up for this. And I look very much forward to working and continue working with you.
Thanks, Jasper. You can pass over to Mr. Stenau to take over.
Okay, just sharing my screen now. Hi, everybody.
There you go, John.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear and see you, John boy.
Brilliant. And can you see my screen?
We can.
Fantastic.
All yours.
Great. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Jasper. So I'm going to talk, or I've got a few slides to show you just to talk about Rainbow Office and things around Rainbow Office. And then I'm going to finish by doing a little bit of a run around, a little bit of a walk around the application or the applications, how it works, some nice features that I quite like about it, and also look at the Teams integration, as Jasper said, and look at the other different devices that we've got available. So just going back, we use this screen a lot. So Rainbow Office is what we call MVP, message, video and phone. Probably the most important part is phone for customers. And the phone part is a physical phone, a PC app or a mobile. And they work completely as one, completely, whatever you do on one is transitioned onto the other. And the way there is some really, really cool features I like in these. In the fact, I'm going to show you, I'll give you an example of a customer and mobility and how you can transition from one device to another very, very simply without the customer knowing and without the customer getting cut off. Obviously, it all depends on your network. We as ALE have ALE data networking, which goes hand in hand with Rainbow Office. Within the Rainbow Office as well, you have the messaging, you have the conferencing, all of that incorporated within the applications. So we have two different scenarios for Teams integration. A lot of our customers use Teams, prefer to use Teams as a UC app rather than anything else, and that's great. It's not what we do, but it's great. But we can interface with them in two ways. So we can have an embedded dialer. For those of you that know Rainbow, it's very similar in the fact that it is an app that sits on, that can be pinned to the left-hand side of your Teams, and you click on that and it brings up the dialer. Or if the customer wants the full power, the usage of Teams, they can have direct routing. So Rainbow Office is directly linked, direct routing within Teams, and it gives it a lot more power. So these are the two different ways that we can interface into Teams if customers want to use Teams. Just a little slide on our phones. Sorry, the transition's gone slightly here. So the phones themselves, the legacy ALE phones, a lot of the phones can be used on Rainbow Office. So a lot of the legacy phones can be used with assisted or manual configuration, and it's easy to configure phones on Rainbow Office, and I'll show you that in the demo in a few minutes. But if a customer doesn't have existing ALE phones, we have a list and a lot of ALE devices, SIP devices, whether you're aware of them or not. We have a full range of phones, the Halo phones, the Myriad phones, which is the next stage up, and we have a full range of ALE headsets as well that will work on the PC, will work on the phones, etc., etc. So the Halo range are the lower end range, as you can see there on the screen. They are grayscale, or the top of the range one is Bluetooth with a color screen. And then we have the Myriad, the M3, the M5, the M7, and the new M8, which we launched earlier on this year, which I'll show you in a few minutes. And then a new range of headsets as well. So here's just one quick slide on the M8. Fantastic phone, works brilliantly. Nice big screen. Pretty much all of these ALE devices will support Audio Hub. So for those of you that know Alcatel-Lucent and the Alcatel-Lucent phones, these support Audio Hub. So what that means is you have a phone on your desk, one of these phones, it's plugged into your PC. When you're doing conferences, when you're doing calls on Rainbow Office on your PC, it's using your phone as a microphone and a speaker. So therefore giving you a much higher level of experience than using your laptop or your PC microphone and speaker. So they all pretty much support Audio Hub, which is a great feature. And some of them, like this one, have Wi-Fi built in. So the M8 has Wi-Fi built in. So basically, if you're putting Rainbow Office into a particular site where it's very difficult to wire a listed building, etc., the Wi-Fi is built into the phone. It just logs on via the latest access point. And something else that we've just launched is the AH80. So this is our new Bluetooth headset. Lovely. I have one here. It's a great handset, very nice feel. The audio quality is exceptional. You'll see on the side there's a blue LED that turns red when you're on the phone to notify people. And the little microphone that you see at the bottom, that pulls out. So you've got a little boom microphone. And it has a switch on the side called ANC. So basically, with ANC on, it takes all the background noise out. It's actually quite weird if you've ever used a headset with ANC when you can't really hear yourself. Or you can turn ANC off, pressing a button again. Or you can put it into transition mode where you can hear everything outside of your headset the same as inside. So in other words, somebody comes to speak to you, you just press a button and you don't need to take the headset off. So now it's me to go do some demos. So I will just go to this screen here. Won't be a second. Okay. So let's start by looking at the Rainbow Office app. So this is the Rainbow Office PC app. And as you'll see here, I mentioned before MVP, that the way that this works and the way it's used is very, very simple, very easy to use. You have your messages, so you can message people. If you look at the bottom of the screen here, you can actually format your messages. You can attach files, you can send emojis, GIFs, you can create a task for somebody or an event. All of this is standard, all part of Rainbow Office. Video, so you can start video meetings. You can simply do an ad hoc. Click here to start a video meeting. You can schedule a meeting, and because Rainbow Office is linked into my Microsoft Office, when I go to schedule a meeting, I set it in the diary, and it then pops up Outlook, where I can then create a calendar invite. Or I can join a meeting if I'm already. And you'll see here, this shows my calendar where you can actually see it's taking that from Microsoft. And also within the video meetings, you can see your recordings, if you have any recordings or people shared video meeting recording. But probably the most important one for everybody, for customers, is the phone. So in the phone app, I can see my inbound calls, my outbound calls, so basically my call history. I can filter them to missed calls, and I can see my call recordings. So here I can see all my call recordings. I can press play, I can download it, I can delete it, all the usual things. Then I actually have my voicemails, so I can actually access here my voicemails. Again, these are calls that I can play, record, etc., etc. And one really cool thing about Rainbow Office is what's called the HUD. And the HUD is, it's like a DSS. So basically you put people within your Rainbow Office that you want to monitor, and those actually transition onto the keys of the ALE phones. So in other words, here my manager's Benjamin Lay. He's offline at the moment. I'm actually using our demo platform. So if I was on the physical phone, I would have a key on my phone and it would show whether he's busy or not. Okay. And then we have a very, very quick ad hoc conference. So if you want to set up a quick conference, start, and you can invite people in. So once you start a conference, you can invite by email, by phone, etc. So here at the top right is my dial pad. And one thing I really like about this is if I click on my dial pad here on my recent calls, I can see all my recent calls. I can call people back. But this is the thing I really like here. I have a little drop down box. So when I make this call, do I want to send my DDI number? Do I want to send my main company number, or do I want to withhold the number? So just with a simple drop down box, I can decide. So if your customer is making calls from different locations or different countries, they can actually just select the CLI that wants to be transmitted. Okay, so that is using the dial pad on the phone itself. So I have a physical phone. I have a phone that's basically a PC app and a mobile app. So what I'm going to show you now is I'm going to make a call from my physical phone. As you can hear with the beeps. Okay, so I'm now going to make a call. I'll just mute that to stop the feedback. So I have made a phone call on my desk phone. Okay, and as you will see here, at the top of the app, it says switch call to this device. And I'm now going to bring up my mobile. So here is a live view of my mobile. So this is my Rainbow Office, just to show you that I'm telling the truth. There we go, my little Android phone. Here I have the Rainbow Office app working on my mobile. So as you can see, on both the PC and the mobile, it's giving me the option to switch the call. So I'm on my desk phone. I work in an office environment and I need to go and find somebody in the office. So what I can do is go to my phone and switch the call. I've now switched that phone call to my mobile phone. So I'm now walking around with that customer. I've moved the customer from basically from my desk phone to my mobile phone. They don't know they've been moved. I'm now walking around. I can jump in the car, I can go wherever I want, as long as I've got a Wi-Fi, 3G, 4G coverage. So then I come back into the office, I come back to my PC, and now I want to switch the call to my PC. And again, switch. I've now moved that call from my mobile onto my PC. Okay, so very, very easy to do. And I love the mobility side of this, the way that you can move calls around. Okay, so now that is the user interface. The other thing I want to show you here is on my Microsoft Teams. So on Teams here, if I go into calls, here I have my RingCentral app. If I was using the app, but this is direct routing. So this actually gives me the access to the direct routing. So again, if I wanted to make a call, you'll see an incoming call coming in to my direct routing on my Rainbow. Which will just take a second, and you'll see it pop up on the right hand side. So here is my phone coming in to Microsoft Office on the direct routing. Okay, so with the time we have today, I just want to give you a quick rundown of how easy Rainbow Office is to program, to modify things. So here is the Rainbow Office user interface, or the admin interface. So you'll see that there's actually a home screen. So I can actually modify and change things on my Rainbow Office instance. So here is, if I go to, in fact, let's start with company business hours. So name of the company, company business hours. So all I do is click on company business hours, and here I can say what are the hours of the business and what happens in and outside of those hours. Simply days, time, start, end, and these can be different. Friday, finish at 4. Saturday, Sunday is out of hours. And you can basically say what happens. Is call recording on? So you can, depending on the user that you have on Rainbow Office, is whether you have call recording on demand or across everything or everyone. And they are all configurable per user. So you can say, I want to record every call of everybody apart from the MD. All of that is fully configurable. So back to the home screen. And then we have the users. So if I want to manage users, I simply go in here to the users, and let me look for me and search for John Stenhouse. So there's me. There's my DDI number, there's my extension number, and there's my role. You can assign different roles to users. I'm super admin, which means I get access to the administration. So if I go into John Stenhouse here, and again, this is just a very, very quick run through the user details. My name, if I want to change the name, you simply go in, change the name. My email address, and here is my settings and permission. So my regional settings, as Jasper said, it's a very, very good multi-company platform. So it might be that you have some users that are in France, some are in the UK. So you can change the regional settings per user according to where that phone is. And again, you have a schedule. And you can assign them to a particular site number. So ALE UK, we have quite a few sites on this demo platform, and security. So if I click on security, I can basically change the password and the PIN. Okay, so all of that is just part of the user settings. So back to home again, manage user groups. So we have different groups for the, here you'll see that we've got different groups, one in Italy, one in France. They can all be modified. And again, back to home, phone numbers. So you can modify the phone numbers, the phones and the devices. If you want to manage devices, again, I go to Stenhouse and here, and then there's my 8078. And there's my device. I can resync it. I can change the type of phone. I can change the numbers. I can change the name of the phone, and expansion modules. So we didn't really mention this, but you can actually have modules, extension modules, like you can on the ALE PBXs. If I want to change the phone, I simply click change the phone. Bring your own device. Is it a new device, or you just want to make it a soft phone? So you can basically go through that and change the particular phone, and it's all auto provisioning, really easy to do. Meetings. So here you can see the meetings that have happened. I really like this on the call log. So you can now see, you can see a call log of all the calls step by step, and Rainbow Office integrates into lots and lots and lots of different applications. For an example, I did a demo to a customer, and they wanted all their call recordings, and call recordings are stored on Rainbow Office for 90 days, but they wanted a way of accessing them and modifying them and storing them and archiving them. So there's an application in Rainbow Office that the customer could use, and then basically they download this application, and then they could manage all of their call recordings. Okay, back to the home, and analytics. So if I click on analytics here, and this is probably a little bit, so this will basically show me the usage. Again, it's a demo platform, so there's very little going on, but you can actually see the messages, the video. What I really like here is the live reports. So live reports. So here I can see my queue monitor. Here's my agents count, and you'd simply just add and add widgets. So if I want to do call queues, I add a widget for my ALE UK, done. Yeah, and it will show me how many calls are queued, how many are with their agent, how many are on hold, and there's loads and loads of different things you can do with these widgets. Quality of service. This is great for seeing the actual quality, if anybody's had any bad connections, whether they were on Wi-Fi, whether they were on wired. Lots of things to see in this. I think that, one more thing I'll show you. In more, you can actually, it actually gives you a complete audit trail of everything that happened, calls, and you'll see here that I put the wrong password in from my Android phone. So it's a complete audit trail of everything that happens on the system. If you're logged in, who logged in. It's very, very powerful. So again, easy to use, easy to work around. There's loads and loads of videos here within the tutorials, how to set up call forwarding, change your company voicemail. Click here for more information. It will take you to a link where you have loads of videos for how to do things, but step by step. Again, just to reiterate what Jasper said, if you're selling to a customer with 100 users and below, we will do everything, set it up, training, everything. So with that, I think that covers my little demo as such. Hopefully that was useful. And Michael?
Yeah, do you want to stop sharing, John, and we'll just have it on the whole page?
Yep.
Thank you, thank you. Just quickly, John, you mentioned anything under 100 users. What about over 100 users? Is there a kind of quoting tool that you can get pricing for professional services you have to pay for?
Yes, yeah.
Cool, okay. That's fine. That was one question from me. Katrina, have we got any questions?
Yeah, I actually got some questions through when people registered. So I've got a couple that have come in, but I've also got some that have come to me personally. So the few ones that have come in this morning, I'm not too sure, so I'm just going to throw them out. Which handsets are best to work with Rainbow Office? And my company doesn't traditionally sell voice solutions. How easy is it to start offering this solution?
Okay. John, do you want to do the handset first, and then maybe Jasper answer the question on how easy it is?
Yes. So there is, obviously, it's much better to use ALE handsets. But you can use other handsets, and there is a link to a website. I can exchange that with you, and it gives you a list of all the devices that are supported on Rainbow Office, all the ALE handsets, the Yealink handsets, and all the others that are supported.
My company doesn't traditionally sell voice solutions. How easy is it to start offering this solution? Damn easy, Jasper's gonna say.
Damn easy, that's right. And I'm very happy to get this question, because what we actually see from previous experience, also in other countries, is that the solution really gets a lot of traction with our non-traditional voice partners, because you have a different point of entry. You are maybe a bit less biased about this transition towards the cloud, and you can offer an extra service towards your customers. So how easy is it to start selling the solution? It is very easy. Michael can get you a contract, I think, relatively quickly, that we can go over the conditions. And from there on out, we will provide you with some licenses. We will provide you with training and with support, partly remote, part face-to-face. I'm sure that Lucy will also be very happy to help you. And then we can start reaching out and setting up campaigns towards your customers to try and pitch the solution. Know that you will be a company. Sorry?
So sign up now.
No. I was just about to say, sorry, this is Michael. Yeah, so obviously you just get in touch with us. We can get you signed up as an extension to the your existing contract if you're an ALE, or if not, we can sign you up as a RBO partner. And then, as Jasper says, we can then help you hold your hand all the way through.
I've got another question here. How does the pricing model stack up against the competition?
So,
Good question.
Question for me, I will take it. No worries. Okay, let's be very, very transparent. Rainbow Office is definitely not the cheapest solution. However, it is the richest solution. And when we look at the pricing model, we actually see that we're relatively close towards what our competition is doing. If you do a one-for-one comparison against Microsoft Teams, including a phone subscription and a dialing plan, Rainbow Office is by far the cheapest solution. However, if you were to combine both together, this is why we have a discount promotion right now, because we know if a customer already pays for a Microsoft license and then needs to add Rainbow Office on top of this, this can become quite heavy. So that's why we do a promotion specifically on Microsoft Teams. Other than that, feel free to challenge us. If you have a competitive solution, we can definitely work together with you. We have bell cards available to make a clear comparison on the functionality and on the pricing level and the value add.
Another question here. What is the minimum revenue commitment required to become an RBO partner?
Michael, question for you, or shall I take it?
I'm happy to say that. Yeah, there's no commitment needed in terms of revenue. We don't set targets. I would suggest if you want to get more out of it, the more you get, you more commit. You'll get the support from both ALE and RingCentral in terms of working together. So there's no actual targets you have to commit to, but I think the more commitment you make with your sales team or whoever it may be who's pushing the product is the better way of approaching it.
Thank you. That's very good.
Last few questions. How much does the RBO training and certifications cost?
So we have a free part. So the sales training and the pre-sales training, we offer that for free as being a fully remote training as well. For the implementation training, it's actually a certification that we do together with RingCentral to allow our business partners to do the implementation services for their end customers. This one comes at a cost, top of my head, £2,400 per individual.
Well, that's accurate. And last question, for how long after my customer signs the RBO contract will I get paid commissions? So how long till I get commissions?
So long as everybody's happy and all contracts have signed. So we say for the lifetime of the customer onto the platform. So as long as we have a working relationship, we are both pushing Rainbow Office and we have a happy customer, everybody will continue to be paid.
So it's quick payment and it lasts for as long as the relationship lasts?
Yes.
Duration of the contract, yeah.
Okay, that's me, Michael. That's all the questions I've got. We're getting on to the hour now.
Okay. 10:59 looks about right. Thank you very much for everyone attending. Please tell your friends all about it. Any questions, get in touch with us at Nuvola, and we can get you moving on the product. But in the meantime, have a good day and speak to you very soon. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.